Nashville's police and firefighter unions are speaking out following a News Channel 5 investigation. Both question why Metro's using so much property tax money to fuel the city's explosive growth.
Investigative reporter Ben Hall is examining tax incentives in building boomtowns. Ben.
Well, our stories touched a nerve with Metro employees. Firefighters claim Nashville is not keeping up with growth, putting the public at risk. Look what happened at a fire just last week.
The initial call was that there was heavy smoke.
It's the kind of fire that can quickly get out of control.
We make sure that we throw everything at it when we suspect that there may be some sort of a high-rise fire.
Firefighters evacuated the downtown Holiday Inn Express last week and called for a second ladder truck.
Air 19, Medic 19.
The call went to Station 19, just a mile and a half from the fire.
Truck 19 V4.
But when firefighters jumped in their truck,
Truck 19, go ahead.
radio traffic reveals it would not move.
You need to respond to another truck in our place. This truck won't start and then won't go in gear.
It's like, guys, you know, we're stuck. Here we are. We can't go.
Former firefighter and union president Mark Young says Station 19's regular truck, Ladder 19, was sitting in Metro's maintenance yard, waiting on repairs of its own. The truck that failed to move was a replacement truck.
Put it in neutral drive, do everything you can. Shut it off, start it back up, put it in drive, and it just wouldn't roll.
Operation to command.
Metro was forced to dispatch truck 37 from Bellevue, nearly 15 miles from the fire.
The IT City is having to dispatch a truck company from one of our furthest outlying stations to the middle of downtown Nashville.
Young says maintenance problems like the one Sky 5 found here are crippling the department, forcing Metro to move trucks from one station to another just to keep them open.
Good morning, and thank you for having us here today.
Fire Chief Rick White acknowledged the problems in this year's budget hearing.
Our heavy fleet is quickly aging. The average mileage on a fire engine is near 95,000 miles.
And although the city appropriated money for 13 new fire trucks last year, the chief stopped short of asking for more this year.
We're in a crisis. I'm going to say it's a crisis right now with our equipment.
While the union says the city is not investing enough in its aging fire trucks, our investigation found Metro diverts more than $17 million a year in property taxes to MDHA to fund more development, a fact that was news to firefighters.
First I'd heard of it. There's all of this tax money that could have been used to fix this.
But it's not just firefighters sounding the alarm.
I mean, with what you uncovered, it's shown us that there is a funding source out there.
Danny Hale, the president of the Fraternal Order of Police, says Metro blamed the economy when it cut their guaranteed raises back in 2008.
We're not asking for anything extra. We're just asking for what we're due.
Although Metro reinstated the raises in 2013, the union says officers are still owed their back pay, despite the booming economy in Nashville.
Count the tower cranes out there. They're everywhere.
Hale says the property taxes from one building, the Icon condo, would fund the officers' raises for an entire year. The Icon generates more than $1.6 million in property taxes, but almost all of it goes to MDHA for more development. Metro's general fund gets just $17,000.
Don't tell me how bad it is and then get out there with your gold shovel and take a picture and break ground on another 10, 12, $20 million project. Just please don't do that to me.
Both fire and police unions say Nashville's booming growth brings new stresses, and Metro must keep up.
It's a safety factor. It's a safety factor for the men and women on the job, and it's a safety factor for the taxpayer.
Luckily, no one was hurt in that hotel fire. Firefighters say it could be different next time. Both unions say they will have tough questions for the mayoral candidates about this issue.